Hey guys, Jimmy here on Suburban Survivalist. We're going to be doing today the uses for WD-40. Now, this pickaxe it was an $8 pickaxe from Sportsman's Guide. The reason that it already looks so good is because I already sprayed it with WD-40, but the camera wasn't rolling. So basically this use is just, this was covered in dirt because we got it $8 from Sportsman's Guide. And then the handle, we're just going to treat a little bit with WD-40 so it looks real pretty like. Because WD-40 breaks down dirt and breaks up rust and all the light stuff. Whenever you're using WD-40, you can use it with the steel wool. I don't really want to with this because I want to keep it looking good, just not, I don't want to shine it up. I just want it to not have dirt and stuff on it. So, sorry about the background noise. So I'm just going to wipe this pickaxe down, and all the surface dirt and everything that you don't want to be on it comes right off. And also around the edges, when I first got it, it had like packing tape basically, and the packing tape was really hard to take off. Sprayed a little bit of WD-40 on it because it is in between a solvent and a solvent and an oil, so it really like breaks down. It broke down the what's it called? Oh my gosh! It broke down the adhesive, so it came off easier and didn't leave it with that like sticky look. Now there's a little bit of dirt on the handle here, so whenever I use WD-40, I always spray it into a pan because I don't want that stuff all over all my stuff. So you just wipe it down. It gives the wood a darker look because it is an oil. Now you can spray it on the rag and wipe like that if you don't want such a heavy coat. So yeah, WD-40 breaks down rust, breaks down dirt, loosens rust, breaks down dirt, and treats wood really good. It gives it a dark look and protects it. Let's get back to you with some more. So this is an axe head that I bought for 50 cents at a flea market, and it was so rusted over I couldn't see anything, but I've seen other plums with this type of pattern, and I've seen a lot of brands with this type of pattern. So I put it in a vinegar bath, and if you can make that out, try to get it to focus. So PLUMB, okay? If you can't, just trust me if you can't see it. It is there. But so after I got it out of the vinegar bath, I rinsed it down with water, and then some light rust went back on it because I didn't wipe it down. WD-40 also prevents rust. Are we not the? So now you saw all that rust on it. You just give it a nice wiping, and if not taking it off, it will loosen it up. This is so light that it's taking it off pretty good. But this was a really good buy. I just need to find a handle for it now, because for 50 cents I got a really old, nice plum. So you're just cleaning up tools and stuff that have light rust on them, or preventing rust, as I will show you in a little bit. So just wipe that down. Also, this handle is stuck in there good. I was trying to pound it out, and the handle ended up just snapping. That's how well it is in. So blasting it with a little bit of WD-40 couldn't hurt. Will it work magic and just take it off? Probably not. It'll sure help though. I'm going to probably end up having to drill it out. But now I'm just going to let all that soak in. Okay? So for loosening stuck moving parts. I know one time my dad was trying to take a tire out of an axle when I was really young, and it was all like rusted shut and stuff. He sprayed it with WD-40, it came right off. WD-40, since it is an oil, can also treat leather, I believe, to some extent, if you have leather sheaths and stuff. This is really rotted leather and stuff, but it might loosen it up. Yeah, probably not. That's so rotted. But some more uses. You can either just to take normal grime off of a knife, or to prevent rust. Like say I was just carving a stick after it rained, and then there's a possibility, especially with 1095, for it to rust. So I'm just gonna wipe it down. It repels water, prevents rust, takes dirt off. Basically, just working on tools. Yeah, rem oil would work better for this, but this will work good. Also, again with the stuck moving parts thing. So I was on a camping trip once. I didn't bring any oil or anything to prevent my Opinel number 9 from rusting, and it kind of rusted. So I had a really hard time opening and closing it and moving this thing. You can still see a little bit of sorry, I just hit you guys, but you can see the lighting's not that. You might be able to see there's a couple little spots of rust. You probably can't see it, but I just gave a little spurts of WD-40 in there, let it soak in, wiped it down, and now it is much smoother. As you can see, it's just, that's locked. It closes really easy. So let's get back with some more. Yeah, so I forgot to show you this. Basically, this is what WD-40 says it's good for. So it says that it can stop squeaks, removes and protects, loosens rusted parts, frees sticky mechanisms, and drives out moisture. So those are all. It also says danger flammable. So spray it on a cotton ball, it'll work as I've shown you before. Might show that again. But it's basically a solvent and a oil. So anything that you could do with like a normal machine oil, like not sharpening, like a normal machine oil, like loosening stuff up. Also like a solvent, like breaking down rust and stuff like that. So I've also, WD-40 isn't great for this, but if you're working on like a belt sander, or I know me and my friend did it with the work sharp. We didn't have really any other oil, so we just did it with WD-40 when we were sharpening on like a belt sander, you know, like an abrasive belt, work sharp. So it loosens up everything. There's just so many uses. Let's see if I can find any. So another thing you can do with WD-40 is, I don't really have a problem with this drawer, but squeaky drawers and whatever. This part right here is what usually squeaks. So if you just give that a little squirt, work it back and forth, it'll lubricate it and stop the squeak. Guys, another thing that I've shown on my channel a bunch. Where'd my cotton ball go? I think my cotton ball just blew away. Well, oh no, here it is. Is to really enhance the burn time on a normal cotton ball. Usually a cotton ball will burn for 10 seconds or so. Add a little WD-40 to it. Let it soak in a good bit. Okay, this will work with the ferro rod. I just didn't have a ferro rod out. I would have needed to dig one out. It's just, it'll enhance the burn time, give you a much bigger flame, so where you could just set sticks on. Super cheap. You could probably make 1,000 of these with a $3 can of WD-40. So I just wanted to show you guys all of the uses for WD-40. Another thing you can do is, I'm not going to do this because I'm not stupid, is you could spray this onto a flame, and then it turns into like a little blowtorch. But then the flame could also travel up into the can and then blow you up, and you could die. So I don't want to do that, but you can do that. I've seen a bunch of people do that, and yeah, I should. So you can do that. Also, it breaks down adhesives. I once almost super glued my fingers together. WD-40 broke it down, and let me do that. There's so many uses. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe.